Yeah! Woohoo!
Okay, good afternoon, sir. I am Nurse Maria. Today po is we will be doing an assessment of your mouth.
Oh, good afternoon, Nurse Maria. I'm okay. I'm just a bit worried about my health.
Okay, sir. So today is we'll be inspecting your mouth. So, can you open your mouth? Okay, so as I have observed, the color of your lips and your tongue are normal.
The scene opens with Nurse Maria reviewing Mr. Nguyen's medical chart as Dr. Patel enters the room.
Oh, good afternoon, Dr. Patel. We have Mr. Nguyen here for his checkup today.
Good afternoon, Nurse Maria. How is Mr. Nguyen doing?
He seems a bit anxious today. I think it might have to do with the recent dietary changes. He mentioned wanting to follow the traditional Vietnamese diet for his health.
Oh, I see. Given to his different cultural background, we need to assess his preference dietary plan and make sure to address it during our assessment.
Dr. Patel and Nurse Maria enter the examination room where Mr. Nguyen is waiting.
Good afternoon, Sir Nguyen. How are you feeling today?
Good afternoon, Doctor. I'm okay. I'm just a bit worried about my health.
I understand, sir, but we are here to ask you some personal questions regarding to your health. Are you okay with that, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm okay with that.
Mr. Nguyen, we understand that cultural factors can play a significant role in health and well-being. So can you tell us about any cultural beliefs or practices that are important to you?
Sure. Well, I've been trying a traditional Vietnamese diet lately. My family told me it's very important for my health, especially with my condition.
That is important, Mr. Nguyen.
Can you tell us more about your specific dietary plan?
Sure. Well, I've been eating a lot of rice, vegetables, and I also eat meat. And also, I drink the herbal tea that my grandmother prepares for me every morning.
It sounds like you're incorporating a lot of fiber-rich foods into your diet, Mr. Nguyen, which is generally a good thing. However, for some people, it can actually exacerbate diarrhea.
Really? I had no idea.
Dr. Patel and Nurse Maria continue the assessment, discussing treatment options that align with Mr. Nguyen's cultural preferences. They ensure clear communication, provide educational materials in Vietnamese, and involve Mr. Nguyen in decision-making.
Yes, it's possible that your body is still adjusting to the increased fiber intake. So in the meantime, it might be helpful to temporarily reduce your consumption of raw foods and vegetables and focus on more easily digestible foods. So have you tried incorporating foods like rice, tofu, and toast in your diet?
No, I haven't tried it all. But I'm willing to give it a try if it helps with diarrhea.
Great. I'll provide you with some dietary guidelines to follow, including foods that are gentle on the digestive system and may help alleviate your symptoms.
Thank you, Doctor and Nurse Maria. I really do appreciate your guidance.
Of course, Mr. Nguyen. We are here to support you and thank you for your cooperation for today.
By recognizing and respecting cultural diversity, healthcare providers like Dr. Patel and Nurse Maria can deliver more effective and compassionate care to patients like Mr. Nguyen through open communication, cultural humility, and a commitment to cultural competence. They ensure that patients' cultural beliefs and preferences are integrated into their treatment plans, ultimately improving health outcomes and fostering trust between patients and healthcare providers. Through open communication and cultural sensitivity, Nurse Johan demonstrates his commitment to providing respectful and supportive care to Mr. Abdul during Ramadan. By acknowledging and accommodating Mr. Abdul's religious observance, Nurse Johan fosters a trusting nurse-patient relationship and ensures Mr. Abdul's comfort and well-being throughout his hospital stay. Nurse Johan enters Mr. Abdul's hospital room where Mr. Abdul is resting.
Assalamualaikum, Mr. Abdul. How are you feeling today, sir?
Walaikum Assalam. Thank you for asking. But now I'm a little bit tired and exhausted from my fasting.
I understand. It's important for us to support you. Can you tell me more about how you're feeling and if there is any specific concerns, you can tell me.
Sure. Since during my fasting, it's a little bit challenging for me, especially when I'm fixing or overcoming my fasting. Since I've been struggling to take my medication for me to overcome this fasting period. That's why I'm a little bit tired right now.
I appreciate you sharing that, Mr. Abdul. We want to make sure you feel supported and respected during your stay here at this hospital. Let's discuss how we can adjust your medication. Accommodated to
Mr. Abdul explains his usual medicational routine and Nurse Johan takes note.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Abdul. Providing culturally sensitive care is important and essential part of our practice. It's important for us to make sure you feel respected and supported during your stay in the hospital.
Thank you, Nurse Johan, for advising and giving me suggestions for me to overcome this fasting period of my culture and my religion.
The scene ends with Nurse Johan ensuring Mr. Abdul has everything he needs and reminding him to call if he requires assistance.
Boy, emergency wheelchair!
Pwede ba po natin dito? Sige po. Sir, kung muna po kayo dito.
Nurse Andre enters Maria's hospital room where Maria is sitting on the bed looking uncomfortable.
So, okay, kamusta naman po kayo, ma'am?
Ayos lang naman po ako, nurse. Ibang-iba lang yung pakiramdam ko kasi hindi pa po ako na-hospital.
Okay, I see. Naiintindihan ko naman po, ma'am, na nakakapanibago po talaga, lalong-lalo na kapag first time po dito sa hospital. So, ma'am, may mga pakaba po ba sa inyo dito?
Oo, nurse. Sa kultura kasi namin, sa pamilya at asawa ko lang ang pwedeng humawak sa akin. At saka naiilang ako kapag hinahawakan ng ibang nurse ang katawan ko para suorin.
Gusto ko lang po na malaman ninyo na naiintindihan at nauunawaan ko po and nirerespeto ko po yung inyong paniniwala o yung inyong pong kultura. So, gagawin ko po ang lahat para ma-accommodate po kayo. So, ma'am, para po ba mas makatulong sa inyo or para po mas maging comfortable po kayo, okay lang po ba na i-explain ko na po sa inyo kung bakit po yan kailangan itong mga examinations na gagawin ko sa inyo?
Mas makakatulong po.
Maria explains her cultural beliefs in more detail, and Nurse Andre listens attentively.
Okay, salamat po, ma'am. Naiintindihan ko naman po na importante po ang ating paniniwala o ang ating cultural beliefs. So, sinisigurado ko po sa inyo na mararamdaman niyo po yung respeto na mula sa amin. And at the same time, gusto po namin na maramdaman na maging komportable po kayo dito sa loob ng aming hospital. Okay lang po ba na hawakan ko po yung inyong 13 parts of your body po, yung inyong pong katawan, para po sa examinations natin? Okay lang po ba yan? Okay po.
The scene ends with Nurse Andre reassuring Maria and ensuring she feels supported and respected. Nurse Andre's compassionate and culturally sensitive approach helps Maria feel valued and understood during her hospital stay. By acknowledging and respecting Maria's cultural beliefs, Nurse Andre fosters trust and creates a supportive environment where Maria can receive the care she needs while maintaining her cultural identity and dignity.
Do ba 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 do boo do a boo ba do ba do boo boo ba do a do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do 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 a do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do ba do ba do a do do do